away from our poor property owners and our poor seniors in our communities when they took away circuit breaker. To me, if we're going to spend $40 million on something, we should be reinstituting circuit breaker to take care of our seniors and our low-income property owners in our towns. I bet if you ask any person in your town, if they had a choice to protect their neighbor that got hit up to $1,300 on their property tax, that they had to pay an extra $100, I bet almost every single one would. And that's another issue here. We're voting on a bill today that we still don't know what amendments are going to look like, so we don't even know what the bill's going to look like. I really hate putting the cart before the horse myself. Yes, all the towns would like revenue sharing and more revenue sharing. But we also have to look at how we do things here at the state of Maine. It was mentioned before, a lot of our towns look at us and say, you guys are crazy up there. But I really think that we have to look at how we're spending our money. And yes, a lot of these towns, and we have some smaller towns that we really need to protect. Because some towns, this revenue sharing is huge. And we need to protect those towns. But on some of the other towns that are looking at, as I said, approximately $100 per household, I think those people in those towns would much rather pay the tax in the town than pay the tax to us. And it's been mentioned several times about our tax breaks that we put in the 125th. Most of those households have two incomes, which means two people in that household are going to get taxed on their income or taxed on their increased sales tax. But it's one house. So you have to break it down in half on a lot of households. Now, I'd like to come back to my good friend from Bodenham's yellow sheet. And I was looking at it very, very interestingly here, and I go back to, I think it's fiscal year 08, and we see a huge drop in revenue sharing in that year for that next 3 years, 4 years. And then, for the next 2 years, we see an actual increase. And then now we see this huge drop over the last 2 years and into the next fiscal year. It's very interesting, and maybe our towns need to know that the only time on this chart from 08 on is when this side of the aisle is in the majority. Thank you very much.